Hi, I'm Stephen Harrison. I'm an ancient historian and I'm particularly interested in Greece and the ancient Near East.
And I'm Simon John. I'm a medievalist with a particular interest in the Central Middle Ages. So between the two of us, we run the third year course, CLH372, Ancient and Medieval Monarchy.
But to tell you about the module, we're going to hand over to our alter egos. For us, monarchy has a broad definition, so we think about emperors, kings and queens, but also about the courtiers, nobles, administrators, entertainers and artists that surrounded them. We focus on examples from our own research, but we bring in case studies from all over the ancient and medieval worlds too.
So over the course of the term we tackle a number of different themes thematically. So 1 week, for example, is devoted to rituals of royal power, and we take a particular focus on inauguration rituals. We both contribute to the lectures. We break each weekly theme down into kind of further bite-sized themes. And what that enables us to do then is to really compare and contrast the two periods, come up with clear similarities, clear differences.
And then in the second part of the week, we will give you a little bit of reading to do in advance of the second session. And we have a little bit more of a kind of seminar style vibe where we really talk about ideas in detail, really encourage you to contribute your own thoughts and discuss things with us. Yeah, for me, I think one of the most exciting things about the course is because we've got lots of different examples put next to each other into one class, and because we're taking this comparative approach across ancient and medieval history, you start to identify kind of common threads in different societies, so you start to get an appreciation of how monarchy works in lots of different places and what's kind of integral to monarchy.
We're using a kind of comparative methodological approach. That is then an approach that you can use to look at any other period. So ancient period, yes, medieval period, yes, but then you can apply this comparative approach to any other period that you're studying as well.
So many times I would kind of be listening to something, Simon, that you were saying, and I think, oh right, yeah, that definitely applies to the ancient world or specifically to one of the societies that I study, and that's not something that people who are scholars are talking about for that particular period.
As a medievalist, it's very important for me to be able to see where lots of what I take for granted about the period I study came from.
Early in the course, you will write a critical commentary or a critical review of a piece of modern scholarship. That'll give you kind of the tools to bring out your own kind of original thoughts about different periods of history or about different approaches to studying monarchy.
Okay, so the second piece of assessment is the group presentation. Each member will bring their own perspective, their own case studies, and what this will enable each group to do is kind of come up with a very unique way of exploring some of the key themes of the course.
And then right at the end of the course, you'll write a 2,500 word essay. You'll be able to write a comparative essay if you want to, but if you want to focus on one particular period or one particular monarchy, that's fine too.
Was that we had groups of 6.
We look at the king's role on the battlefield. We'll look at whether they were prepared to die in the line of duty. There we are, I got him. Good teamwork.
Oh, we still alive? Do you want to finish him off?
And I think one of the important things about kingship is, you do have to be prepared to be brutal.